On behalf of the Mashhadi community of New York, I'd like to congratulate all the students here tonight. Also, I'd like to thank Vad Markazi to give me an opportunity to say a few words. I was at your ceremony last year, and I probably met a few of you during this ceremony. This is a great way to make the Mashhadis in America and Israel close. We are glad that we are able to work with you, with Vad Markazi, to have this event. I understand a few of you, in order to qualify for this program, you had to visit Bukharim area, and that was one of the options you had. My son Joseph happened to be with you, and he spoke to me about it and how interesting that program was. And some of you probably didn't even know the history of the Mashhadis and when we actually arrived to Israel and how the Mashhadi community's history it was. Recently, last summer, we started to launch a new program, organization called Global Mashhadi Jewish Federation, that was made with the help of Vad Markazi and also a group from Italy and from Central Board of USA. It was a very successful evening. We had over 200 Mashhadis from all over the world gathered together, and the whole purpose of this was to bring the Mashhadis around the world closer to each other. We have a very rich history, and we have had over 84 years. I'm sure most of you know that we were outwardly pretending that we were Muslims, and we had over three generations in Mashhad. We were, after Al-Adadi event until 1925, that we started again to practice Judaism. Global Mashhadi is organizing a trip to Uzbekistan that a few of us are planning to go in a few days to visit areas that our ancestors moved to after Al-Adadi, and some of them stayed there. There are a lot of books written about Mashhadi community. We have a heritage committee here that work closely with your Vad Markazi, and we like to expand around it. In fact, this December there will be a great program in Israel, in Tel Aviv, and hopefully a few of us from US will come to Israel. It will be a grand opening of a temporary exhibit by Bet Hatufusot that will have a section dedicated to the Mashhadi community. And I think it will be very important that all of you visit this. Hopefully, Billy Neder, I plan to be there at the end of December, and we can be there and have a program ourselves and plan a dream that I know most of all of your Vad Markazi members have, along with us in America and Italy, to start the Mashhadi Heritage Center of our own in Israel. There is a building in Tel Aviv that we all love, is Shahbazi, in Neve Sedek, that probably some of your grandparents used to pray there, that I encourage all of you to go to visit. And hopefully this will become a Mashhadi Heritage Center. A group of us are working on a timeline of Mashhadi history that starts to have the areas that we lived in, how we moved, all our rabbis, and also the picture of the synagogues. So if any of you are interested to work with us on this project, please be in touch with Avi or with any of your Vad Markazi members. They will be in touch with us. And I understand that there is an email grouping form from you that we can add them to the email group that we have, over 1,200 people in America, so we can have a weekly announcements to come to you as well. Once again, congratulations, and thank you, Avi, for asking me to say a few words. Hopefully next year I'll be there together with you. Shalom.